Okay, treasure hunters. Now we are a couple days into the setup of this estate sale, and you can start to see some of the things that we've come across. That's an old Ninja Turtles collector case with Ninja Turtle figurines inside. Crafting items. We didn't make a lot of headway in this first room yet. You can see it's a little flatter in that second room. Let me take you upstairs where we put a dent in it, and you can start to see some of the things we've uncovered. And here's a filing cabinet full of 80s and 90s comic books. 2 rows. And this first room upstairs, we've come across all kinds of things. In a sale this big with this many items, the goal isn't really to have one room be toys, one room be crafting. That would be even more difficult. It's mostly just about making it all accessible and visible as much as possible. Those trains will, it's just Bachman HOs, but they'll sell. Old ferry field thing. An old Jurassic Park and Batmobile. I think that one's from the late 80s. Alright, and then next room I don't think could get into. Well, I did that first video. Now you can see we've amassed a pile of old games and Hot Wheels things. So look at this, slot cars. Let's see if it's in there. Oh yeah, it's in there. Very collectible. You can see the furniture in here now. A lot of random things, terrible towel thing. I wouldn't have seen that coming. Looks like what we've come across here is mostly crafting in this corner. Set up a couple of, we used a closet to set it up. Some of the neat things we've come across so far. I mean, there's just going to be so much cool stuff at this sale. Here's an old PC pinball game, sealed. That's collectible as well. Some of those old Marble Works things, and Playmates Space Station. Another Ninja Turtle thing as well I spied there. The closet we've been kind of putting crafting magazines and some other assorted things into here. Let's go to the next area. Oh, Star Wars. We got some vintage Star Wars here. A few old ones from the 70s and a few newer ones. So a lot of Hess, some more sports. There's a cool unopened Transformer. Technobot. In this room, some more goodies we've come across. This box of Transformers with Action Master Megatron. Just some behind the scenes footage here, folks and treasure hunters, to see what we've uncovered so far. Legos down there. Cabbage Patch. A lot of books into this corner. Some chem lab over there. Okay, so here's a Bat Cave. Batman Batcave, original box, and Fortress chest set. That's really cool. And underneath of that is a Star Trek bridge, and that's original box. Some of the books are collectible as well as these old Transformer ones. There's a Fisher-Price Zoo in its box. More goodies. Fireball Island. So as you can see, we're starting to make some headway. Just thought I'd do a behind the scenes video, kind of seeing the progress of setting up an estate sale for a large, a hoarder house. I guess there's no other way to say it. And you've seen the videos. There's no beating around the bush. There's a lot of stuff. Can now get to more things throughout the kitchen and the other room as well. Organize their systems. Some old books here. Records. Here's a tote we brought in from the shed because it's worthy of setting it up in the house. You have vintage toys in here. He-Man, Ninja Turtles, all kinds of neat stuff in there. Some of these totes have similar items, so be sure to check back on our next video. We will cut back in after a couple more days of setting it up so you can see. Oh, you know what? The garage, I'll show you next. Garage, we have pulled out some of the vintage games and brought it inside. But in here, there's some neat things. Some old BMX style bikes in here. Diamondback. My Little Pony. I think that's a computer game or VHS. Mini Typhoon, old RC by Tyco. There's a couple of pressure washers sitting over here with a guitar on top. There's some old games all still back here. Barbie bus. Who knows what's in there. More vintage toys. This looks like mostly Star Trek. I see something Hasbro down there. Ski ball type thing over there. This is a cool piece over here. Another old game. Or cars, I should say. So as you can see, things are progressing here. It's going to be a few more days probably of work before I'll have another look. The goal is to try to set up some shelving next so that we can start putting things up and getting it on display. A lot of things are still not accessible, so stay tuned, treasure hunters.